right? So, hey, without any further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and bring in our guest speaker, Florida. We know this gentleman very well. He's just an incredible leader, an awesome guy, loves to have fun, $150,000 income earner, millionaire club member, guys. He's been around Florida. He's actually helped a lot of you build your businesses directly and indirectly through his incredible leadership. So I'm going to step out of the way and bring in our guest speaker this morning, Mr. Chip Humphrey. Man, I appreciate you being with us this morning, sir. Over to you.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gonzalez, and welcome everybody from the state of Florida and anywhere else that is joining us this morning in the middle of the 90-day run in your Florida Gold Rush. So yes, this is Chip Humphrey calling to you from Sebastian, Florida, where I live, and I'm retired and enjoying life each and every day, which is my main focus, having fun. And I encourage you to do the same thing, joyful living. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. And one thing I like about Legal Shield, this is a business where you can have fun while you do the business. It's almost impossible to not have fun and do this business. And I know for those of us that were just in Cabo, that was an amazing trip. And you know, you can see my background. I'm focused on Phoenix, but I'm motivated by Maui. I can tell you that right now. And I'm going to make Maui happen. So, what I just want to take a few minutes today and help you get through, accomplish your goals in your 90-day run. You know, I love 90-day runs because it's not a long period of time. And, you know, I mean, it's 3 months, but it's a short period of time. Time goes by fast. As a matter of fact, I'm 67. And just the other day, yesterday, I played with this guy. He's a golfer. He's 80. He was, you know, he's a big boy, 80. And I realized in 13 years, I'm going to be 80. I was like, holy smokes. 13 years don't sound like a lot. You hear me, David? You're not too far behind me. So I'm like, man, and it was like a wake up call, a sense of urgency, you know, and I'm going to still feel like I'm a youngster at 80, but 13 years until I'm 80 was like, okay, let's put a little pep in my step, put it like that. So, you know, one of the things that I learned, and I'm gonna tell you, I won the cliff diving in Acapulco. Some of you probably don't know that because I haven't been out here much lately. But when I won the cliff diving in Acapulco, it was by design. And it taught me that you can make things happen. Like Mike Milia's book, Manifesting Change. You can actually make things happen. And I created a situation where I won the cliff diving in Acapulco. So whatever your goals are for this 90-day period, you can make them happen, okay? The first thing is, though, you have to be clear about what your goal is. And this comes right back to the 3 things that we talked about last night on our Zoom, our Future Leaders Zoom, the 3 characteristics of success: to have a burning desire, willingness to work, and be coachable. That's basically what I'm talking about right now. Because when you have your clear goals, you know, your goals are what will drive you. And when I was committed to winning Acapulco, there was nothing else. For a year, I was like, because what happened? I got second place, and I said, I'm going to win next year. So for the year, the burning desire, I was laser focused. I'm going to win Acapulco. And so I was very clear on my goal. So you have to be very clear on your goal. You should read your goals every day. The second thing that I did that I recognized later was that I took steps in the direction of my dreams and goals every day for that year. Every day I was focused on winning Acapulco. And I'm not going to tell you all the steps that I did, obviously, because this was an athletic thing. But I took steps in that direction. And ultimately, I won. I actually made it happen, and was not a surprise to me. Okay, again, because it was by design. So taking action daily toward your goal, taking daily steps toward your goal is imperative. If you want to go from here to Wisconsin, wherever you are to Wisconsin, if you start walking in that direction and you take steps in that direction every day, you will eventually get there, as long as you take steps in that direction. You know, the more steps, the quicker you go, obviously the faster you'll get there. The more direct path, the better you get there, the quicker you get there, which is step 3, plan, do, review. Okay, so as you take your actions, you have to constantly plan, do, review your actions, because we're not going to, this plan you start with is not going to be the plan that you finish with. So you've got to constantly assess what's going on, reevaluate, and make adjustments, just like the space shuttle when it used to go to the moon, or when these rockets go up to the International Space Station. You know, they're constantly making adjustments with their gyroscopes and their steering mechanisms. They're not just going straight there. They're constantly making adjustments. So that's what we have to do, and that's part of the plan, do, review, and that's being coachable. The third skill, being coachable. Now, this business is a great business because there's nobody really to tell you what to do, although you do have mentors and coaches that will tell you what to do if you ask them to, okay? But you run your own business. So, which is a problem for some people, because they don't really know which way to go. That's why when you have a system like this, we don't rely on everybody figuring anything out. We have a system. All you have to do is plug into the system. The solution is here for you. All you have to do is plug into the system and follow the coaching. So if you're clear on your goals and you're driven by your desire, and I can tell you, I don't know from a female point of view, but I'm sure it's the same. But from a male's point of view, back in the day when we were pursuing a female, that desire drove everything. Okay. And I mean, that was it, period. So, what that desire can do when you're in an athletic competition and you want to win, that desire, will drive you beyond what you thought you were able to do. So being clear about your goals and then taking steps in the direction of your goals every day, like making sure you're doing at least 2 to 5 exposures a day. And the 2 is the minimum. If you're on this goal, I'm sure you're doing more than 2 a day. But and following up and using the system and helping your team. It's all about helping other people. It's not just, you have to lead by example. You have to take the right action and do the right thing. But ultimately, in my opinion, what I want to do is lead a team of people I'm looking for a team of leaders, okay? Not followers. I'm looking for a team of leaders. There's followers and leaders, and they're all great, but I'm looking to build a team of leaders that are going to develop a big team, okay? Which is going to give me the freedom and ultimately them the freedom. So that's it. That's what I got, Daniel. I'm going to keep it short. I appreciate all the leadership. You guys are doing an amazing job. I was thinking about you. I was a regional manager for 22 years, 20 years. I don't know, an area coordinator, that. And I'm just so glad that you youngsters, David, I'm including you in there, and Jeff and Alicia and Daniel, and I'm not going to name everybody, but what you guys have done. I'm looking at this stuff. I'm like, thank God I can't even figure out this stuff. It's hard for me to follow Facebook, all this others, Instagram, there's more stuff, but you guys are on top of it. So I appreciate your leadership. You guys, we have a great thing going. Let's just take it to the next level because, this is a great opportunity. It's an amazing opportunity. I'm retired. I'd be at school right now. What's today? What is today? Tuesday. I don't even know what today is. I would be at school right now if I wasn't doing Legal Shield, okay? And instead, I'm packing because I'm going to the Keys this weekend for opening of lobster season. So Legal Shield gives you opportunity to have choices in your life, and that's what I encourage everybody to do. I'm all about joyful living. Daniel, back to you.
Man, that's fantastic, Mr. Humphrey. Hey, real quick, Florida, if you appreciate Mr. Humphrey spending some time with us, the knowledge he shared with us, the way that I do, let's celebrate him. Let's give back, guys. Let's tell him how much we appreciate. Thank you so much, Mr. Humphrey.
Hey, bring me some of that lobster back, Chip.
Yeah, I'm sure Daniel can send you our address too.
Well, I hope I do better than mini season. That's all I can say.
Thank you, Mr. Humphrey.
Thanks, Mr. Humphrey.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great week, and let's make things happen.
Awesome. Thanks for being with us again, man. And always, and I served with Chip as a regional manager for years because I was also a regional manager for 8 years serving alongside of him. Just a phenomenal leader. And yes, Mr. Humphrey, it's a lot. We are. But here's the deal. Florida's got momentum, guys. We have momentum. We're breaking some records here, right? So super excited. And I think a lot of it has to do with this call, everyone being dedicated to, lock arms and push through these 90 days right into, right? Chip said it. Mr. Humphrey said it, folks. He is focused on Phoenix, and that's exactly what this 90-day run spills into, is that Phoenix convention. So make sure you're getting plugged into that. Make sure that you're registered. Make sure you're getting your team registered. Guys, I've heard some of the things that they're going to release at this convention. You don't want to miss it. But it all starts with this weekend, guys. We got incredible social Saturdays happening all across Florida. Make sure you're plugging into those, guys. Look, right now, they're all at small venues. So, if you're not getting your tickets, you're not moving it on it early and reserving these seats, guys. You know what I mean? You might be missing out. Also, tickets are going to be going up if you're going to a venue that is requiring tickets. Make sure that you are not only locking your seat in, but you are building into the event. It's going to be an amazing event. But how much more amazing would it be if you had 2 or 3 or 4 guests that got signed up that same day because you put them in front of leaders like Mr. Chip Humphrey and like Mr. Will Dadsey and like Mr. Larry Smith, guys. It's going to be off the chain. Make sure you're plugging in. So we're going to let you guys roll this morning. Let's make it an amazing Tuesday, guys. I want to challenge you all, whatever your regimen is today, whatever your daily regimen is, if you got yourself locked in for 5 exposures today, do 10. You got yourself locked in for 10 today, do 20. Just today, just give it a shot. Push yourself a little harder. You would be amazed at the results that you get. Guys, God bless you all. Have an amazing Tuesday, and we'll see you all tomorrow morning. Take care, Florida.
Thanks,
Bye,
Daniel.
guys. Have a great day.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Humphrey, for being on with us.
Have
a great day.
Have a great day.
Bye. Appreciate you all. See you on the racetrack, Rebecca.